I don't know how to start this video, but I know for sure that this video needs to be made and shared because I've gone through some toxic relationships and through some suffering for no reason, seriously. I mean, I've lost my standards, I've lost my boundaries, I've lost my priorities, goals, future, I've lost myself. So you don't have to. This is how it goes. I wish I knew these things earlier, like 2-3 years ago. I would have saved myself from so many sleepless nights, from so many depressive episodes and everything, if I only knew. This video is kind of devoted to my entering healing era, finally. And I think this is the most essential thing that you can learn. Let's cut all the crap and get straight to it. Nobody's gonna love you the way you need to be loved, but you. Nobody's gonna take care of you the way you need and want, but you. I said it because other people are going to show you the ways you can be loved. They're gonna show you the ways you can be treated, but it doesn't mean that it's gonna suit you and you're gonna agree with that. Very strange analogy, but my grandma, she makes her coffee her own way. It doesn't mean that her coffee is bad or good, it's just one of the ways she does it. But the thing is that it's still good, but it's not perfect for me. I had to figure out this on my own. I had to try other stuff. I had to look outside and check in with myself, with my own feelings and taste to get my ideal cup of coffee. Literally drinking it right now and I cannot be happier. This is what happens when you're trusting yourself, when you're listening to yourself. It's just a coffee, it's just a cup of coffee. Imagine doing things that you like in bigger scale. Imagine those things that you can do that you're gonna enjoy doing. Not because somebody taught you to, not because somebody told you to, not because somebody else likes it, but because you found it and you enjoy doing it. Oh my God. Your relationship with yourself is the most important thing out there. It is your priority and it's not selfish because it lies at the core of everything else. At the way you see the world, at the way you see yourself, at the way you act, at the way you think. It's there. Your relationship with yourself determines type of experience you can have and type of friends you can have, type of lovers you can have. It determines everything in your life. And if you have shitty relationship, what type of experience can you attract? What type of people you can have around yourself? When you're so disconnected with yourself, when you're so unhappy on a daily basis. Let's talk a little bit about disconnection with yourself. Losing yourself, growing numb to your own needs, feelings, emotions, etc. This is exactly what happened to me. At some point, I found myself completely lost. I do not know who am I, what I like, because guess what? I was chasing the validation of outer world in different forms. And it may come across like going to university, not the one you like, but the one your parents had advised you on. Wearing the clothes that your boyfriend will like, or just in general for male validation. Reading books for university and completely forgetting my own interests, my own desires, my own curiosities. It literally happened that after exams, I came to a huge bookshelf, looked at it, and I realized that I don't know what I want to read. Because other world would always dictate and tell myself, you need to do this, you need to read this book for this paper, you need to read this thing so you're gonna look smart, you need to wear this clothes so you're gonna look cool. The pivotal moment happened a month ago when I sat down to eat and I realized I don't know whether I'm hungry or not. I don't know do I want this or do I want that? When I was given complete freedom, I was like, I don't know. I cannot answer a very simple question like, am I hungry? Do I want to eat this? And I was like, I don't care. I got so disconnected with myself. It ruined me. And oh my God, why do I feel so miserable? Why do I feel so anxious? Well, there is a reason. Because you listen to everything else happening around, not yourself. Literally, the relationship with myself was so broken. I didn't know what I want to wear. I didn't know what I want to eat. I didn't know what I want to read. I didn't know how I wanted to spend time. Because I always was occupied with like some other people's interests. I've lost myself completely. And the thing is that I knew that this wasn't like the only way you can be. Because prior to that, I had goals, I had future, I had some things I felt real joy in. When you fall so much out of touch with yourself, of course you feel lost. Because there is no direction. When nobody's telling you what to do, what you're gonna do? Tell me. When nobody's telling you what we're gonna eat, what you're gonna eat. And I had to rebuild my relationship with myself slowly, step by step. Always like, am I hungry? Do I want to sleep more? Like literally talking with myself in this manner, because like I didn't talk with myself at all for years. I numbed all my wishes, feelings, all my ideas. They were always aside. And if you do not protect your boundaries, if you do not say what you want, somebody else will. Somebody else will put their wishes on you. Building back the relationship, getting in touch with yourself, again, is a long and hard process, but without it, you cannot get far. You will feel miserable, you will feel pathetic continuously. Because you will be living somebody else's dreams. You will be fulfilling somebody else's wishes. You're gonna do stuff that doesn't bring you much joy. Do you really want this thing to continue like that? Because I don't. I got so sick and tired of it. So the question is, how do you fix that broken relationship with yourself? You stop chasing for outside validation. And instead of that, look inside. You turn to yourself. You turn to your inner child. The inner child, I love to use that concept. You may call it something else, but like imagining your little self, like the kid inside you. You start take care of that little baby. Maybe not completely a baby, but a toddler, a little bit older. Anyways, you got the point. Through all the actions I've been doing to this little kid, I was ignoring her, I was neglecting her, I was forgetting about her. Every single time she would come and say, oh my God, I'm hungry, I would say, no. We're like, friends are not eating, I'm not eating now. This little kid would come up to me and say, oh my God, this is the thing I really enjoy. Can we like read a book? I would say, no, we have some other activities. We need to do assignments for the university. Every single time this little kid would come up to me, like just imagine me being a parent and like this little kid coming and I'm just like constantly pushing aside and ignoring. This is what happened to my inner child. It got so messed up because of my day-to-day actions and choices. Instead of once, even for once, listening to her and following her, can you tell me what happens when you start treating properly with care, love, and affection somebody? Especially somebody who was mistreated for years. What happens then? First, of course, this child will resist. I come to this little kid and say, okay, now we're gonna do what you want. This kid was neglected for so long, she doesn't know what she wants. And she wouldn't tell me what she wanted. And I'm like, okay, do you like this? Do you like to paint? Do you like to do this? Do you want to spend time like that? And this kid have never been asked what she wants to do. And now I have to rebuild this connection. I have to rebuild this trust with myself every single time with small, tiny steps. But what happens when you give this time and affection to somebody who was mistreated? This person blooms. If you negatively talk to yourself, imagine talking to a little kid. Imagine saying you're lazy, you're stupid. That is exactly what kid hears on daily basis. But what will change in your life if you come up to this kid and say, I believe in you, I encourage you. Your interests are my interests. Your interests are my priority. Magic happens. Like literally magic happens. But this is not an easy journey. This is not a fast way. It can take months to get back into having a strong connection with yourself, but it's definitely worth it. I remind you that you are the only person who knows what you love, what are your dreams, what are your wishes, what you like and what you do not like. Nobody else is gonna build a dream for you. Nobody else is gonna determine if you really feel good or not. It's only you. That little kid needs so much more than a green juice in the morning and a face mask once a week. That type of skincare routine is nice, but it's not as essential as type of connection, of a real deep connection that you can build with yourself in order to create great experiences, to play around, to feel joy, to feel happiness, to fulfill yourself. Like, how else do you expect to build strong boundaries, principles, values, priorities, goals, and dreams? How do you expect to do all that things if you have a shitty relationship with yourself? Once you really take care of that child, magic happens, because you actually see how good you can treat yourself, how much attention you can pay to yourself, how much time you can spend with yourself. You are the only one who can protect that little kid from the harsh world outside. Once you establish great relationship with that little kid, once you establish great relationship with yourself, you don't need to worry too much about values, boundaries, and standards, because they will come automatically. The type of love you're gonna give yourself is gonna become your new norm for all the other social interactions. You will know that you are enough and that you deserve to be loved in all the ways you want to be loved. Once you give it to yourself first, you will not strive for the validation in the outside world. Once you get into the habit of taking yourself in consideration before acting, before saying anything, the world is gonna turn around. So many of us, I guess all of us, really want to be loved and also to give love. But sometimes we waste our time, energy, and effort on those people who do not deserve, who do not appreciate that. Redirect your attention and effort to yourself, and you become in this amazing position because you're giving the care and you're also receiving the care. You are the one who is loved and you're the one who is loving. Magic can happen. Redirect that all energy, all focus from all the toxic relationship you're investing so much time in. In this episode, I'm not talking that you don't have to take care of other people. I'm not saying that. Of course, investing in great friendships, in people that matter, in people who can appreciate that, who can receive your love and who can give love to you. But first of all, literally fixing relationship, healing relationship with yourself is the first fundamental step in anything that you do. Yeah, the sun has just disappeared. Anyways, I think this is it. This is all I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for listening and being here. I hope it helped you in some way or the other. I love you very much, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.